I'm Deborah Lee Baldwin, author of 3 books about succulents and how to grow them in gardens, landscapes, and containers. This video is about the genus Kalanchoe. We'll be discovering how diverse this genus is and whether or not you can grow them in your own garden. You'll be surprised, I think, when you see just how many different Kalanchoes there are. Like this one over my shoulder, that's a fuzzy Kalanchoe. Here's one in a pot. Smooth-leaved ones, like this Kalanchoe fedtschenkoi, and yes, I will be telling you common names if they do have them, to what is arguably the most commercial succulent apart from aloe vera. Yeah, so wait till you see its flowers. Wait till you see all the flowers on these plants. I've divided them into 6 categories: fuzzy, floriferous, mother of thousands, paddles, tropicals, and rarities. Native mainly to Madagascar and South Africa, Kalanchoes were little known to North American gardening enthusiasts until around the middle 20th century. Foliage is soft, never sharp or thorny. Few pests bother Kalanchoes. The pitting on the leaves at right was caused by hail. Kalanchoes are frost tender, but those with strong roots may grow back after their leaves freeze. Plants thrive in mild climates like coastal California in sun to part shade. Most do well in pots, and some are perfect for hanging containers, and a few make good house plants. Kalanchoes start from cuttings just like other succulents. Cut several inches below topmost leaves and place upright in potting soil. Kalanchoes need the same soil, watering, climate, and light as most other soft-leaved succulents. Learn more about these general requirements on my site's Succulent Care Basics page and in all 3 of my books. It may seem strange that hairy succulents exist, but quite a few Kalanchoes are covered in fuzz. The soft filaments protect the plants from insects, cold, heat, and sun. If you spill soil on fuzzy foliage or it becomes dusty, rather than trying to wash it off, clean the leaves gently using a soft paintbrush. Panda plant, Kalanchoe tomentosa, leaves suggest the ears of a plush rabbit, complete with brown stitching along the edges. The species, which is silvery blue-gray, and golden brown chocolate soldier are good plants for container gardens. In my online Stunning Succulent Arrangements class, I used both in a wreath along with blue echeverias. Other Kalanchoe tomentosa cultivars good for containers include super fuzzy, Kalanchoe tomentosa rubra, which has red new leaves, black tie, which has black dashes along leaf margins, and teddy bear with short gray-brown leaves tipped with a brown so dark it looks charbroiled. A fuzzy Kalanchoe I love the look of but can't recommend is Kalanchoe eriophylla or snow white panda plant. No matter where or how I grow it, it just doesn't last. Shrub-forming Kalanchoe origialis has 3-inch long, oval, velvety leaves. The common name is copper spoons. Leaves emerge rust brown, and as they age, turn silvery green with pale gray undersides. In spring, yellow flowers are held high on slender, branching stems. The solid gray equivalent of Kalanchoe origialis is Kalanchoe bracteata, which has orange-red flowers on branching stems that go every which way. Kalanchoe bracteata looks very similar to Kalanchoe hildebrantii, except the latter's leaves are bronzy green and hairless. Kalanchoes tend to be shrub-sized or smaller, except for Kalanchoe beharensis, which grows into a small tree. Common names for Kalanchoe beharensis are Napoleon's hat, felt plant, and velvet elephant ear. Stiff, arrowhead-shaped leaves with crinkled edges get several feet long and look like gray-green felt. Kalanchoe beharensis Subnuda, or blue slick, is glabrous, meaning hairless. Compared to regular Kalanchoe beharensis, it's smoother and blue-green instead of gray and brown. Kalanchoe beharensis Fang has grizzled protuberances that suggest the goatee of an iguana. Fang stays much smaller than Kalanchoe beharensis because its other parent, whom you've met, is panda plant Kalanchoe tomentosa. Noteworthy dwarf forms of Kalanchoe beharensis include minima with wavy crinkled leaves and oak leaf, which has pale gray, soft foliage several inches long. See me select and pot up fuzzy Kalanchoes in my YouTube video, Pick the Perfect Succulent for Your Pot. Next up are a half-dozen Kalanchoes grown mainly for their flowers. There's no ignoring these when they blast into bloom. Look for Kalanchoe blossfeldiana, flaming Katie to about 12 inches high, in garden centers and supermarkets, sold as tabletop plants. Flowers of this highly commercial succulent houseplant come in white and all warm colors, including pastels and blends. This low-light container garden from my book Succulents Simplified combines them with sansevierias and haworthias. A popular subcategory of Kalanchoe blossfeldiana is calandiva. The numerous cultivars have multi-petaled flowers that resemble cabbage roses. Kalanchoe pumila, the flower dust plant, has thumb-sized silvery gray leaves coated with fine powder. Pendant stems grow slowly to about 18 inches long and root as they go. Kalanchoe marnieriana produces masses of lipstick red, bell-shaped flowers. Its cascading growth habit makes it a good choice for terraces and hanging baskets. Kalanchoe mangenii blooms in early spring at the same time as freesias and other bulbs. Here, Kalanchoe mangenii mirabella overflows a wide, shallow pot. Despite having dainty, fragile stems, cuttings root readily. Peach-colored pendant flowers make Kalanchoe fedtschenkoi unforgettable, especially grown in mass. The variegated is Aurora borealis. Kalanchoe fedtschenkoi also is in our next category, bryophyllums. Some people consider bryophyllums a weedy nuisance. Others love them for their flowers. A defining characteristic of bryophyllums, also known as maternity plant, mother of thousands, and mother of millions, are little clones that grow along leaf margins or tips. When these fall off, they may root. Plantlets grow in notches in leaves. So cute. I'm Deborah Lee Baldwin in Jeannie Meadows' garden, and we're going to talk about one of our favorite succulents that a lot of people don't like.
Because their babies continue to have babies, and they have a lot of them. It grows very, very fast. Some people consider it a weed. I do not. I love it. It has a gorgeous color structure, almost like a leopard stripe on the leaf, and the babies it gives you, they're very easy to pull out, and you can use them in all kinds of succulent arrangements, trading succulents with your friends. And a lot of my babies here that I let grow, I can use them in seashells because they almost look like something under the sea.
This is Kalanchoe houtonii, a hybrid of Kalanchoe diagrammantiana, alligator plant, and Kalanchoe delagoensis, formerly tubiflora, the chandelier plant. Here's Kalanchoe laetivirens, frilled with plantlets in June and in bud 6 months later. Notice how different the leaves look without the baby plants. Pink butterflies has pink plantlets. These won't grow because they lack chlorophyll. Don't expect much from the plant either, which tends to get spindly. Our next section is about popular Kalanchoe luciae, commonly called paddle plant or flapjack plant. The more sun it gets, short of burning, the more red. When grown in less light, Kalanchoe luciae is larger and greener. Plants have a looser, more open form from trying to expose more surface area to sunlight. Not all Kalanchoe luciae have overlapping disc-shaped leaves. Some have wavy, undulating leaves. The popular variegate Kalanchoe luciae fantastic has cream-colored streaks. Kalanchoe luciae elongates into a minaret when it flowers. This is quite a show, but it does weaken the main rosette, which will never look the same and likely need replacing. To keep plants compact and thriving, cut back the flower spike and pinch out any new buds that form. Kalanchoe luciae is sometimes mislabeled Kalanchoe thyrsophora, which is gray-green and uncommon. Its symmetrical oval leaves grow at right angles to lower sets of leaves. Tropical Kalanchoes thrive in mild maritime climates. This is a really unusual succulent. Kalanchoe syncepala grows as an understory plant, so it's good for a hanging basket, especially because of the way it propagates. Sort of an umbilical cord that starts here, and on the end of it, this little baby offset will form roots at the base. The mother plant will lower it to the ground. The common name is walking Kalanchoe. Some Kalanchoe syncepala varieties, like elk antlers, have slender, upright, indented leaves. The challenge is to give tropical Kalanchoes enough sun for best form, color, and flowering, but not so much it scorches the leaves. Kalanchoe marmorata, penwiper plant from Ethiopia, does best between 50 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit. It's shown here in bloom in a coastal San Diego garden. Kalanchoe marmorata specimens, growing progressively farther inland, exhibit smaller leaves and greater color due to stronger sun and temperature extremes. Kalanchoe pinnata, a bryophyllum, has become invasive in Hawaii, where I took this photo. Kalanchoe prolifera leaves are large, deeply indented, and outlined in red. Its common name, box bloom, comes from its clusters of pendant, flat-sided buds. Kalanchoe carnea from India grows 3 to 4 feet tall and spreads about as wide. In my inland garden, in shade, Kalanchoe gastonis-bonnieri is yet to bloom or offset. Snails love its lush green leaves. Kalanchoe mortagii also fits into our final category, rarities. Those I have seen in Southern California gardens, but infrequently. Kalanchoe longiflora coccinea is similar to Kalanchoe sexangularis. Both have yellow flowers and crimson leaves given full sun. Kalanchoe humilis is one of those heartbreakers that everyone wants to grow and few do successfully. Here it is in too much light and not enough. Kalanchoe rhombopilosa is another heartbreaker. Vining kalanchoes are not difficult to grow, but stems go every which way and flowers are insignificant. Kalanchoe schizophylla has leaves like grappling hooks. I tucked a cutting of Kalanchoe beauverdii, another vining kalanchoe, alongside this downspout. The wall retains warmth and the plant is protected by eaves. And finally, Kalanchoe rotundifolia consists of many paddle plants atop branching stems. The name sums it up. Rotundifolia means round foliage. For the spelling of plant names, turn on closed captions or go to my site's Kalanchoe page. There you'll find a gallery of over 40 varieties, all labeled, get more care and cultivation info, and learn medicinal properties and cautions of certain species. I hope you found this video helpful and entertaining. My goal is to inspire you to enjoy using succulents in fun and creative ways in your own garden and outdoor living areas. Please know I appreciate your comments and do subscribe and hit the like button. I'm Deborah Lee Baldwin. Thank you for joining me.